I have here a 3-panel prop. Folds nicely into a triangle, but it opens up into 3 panels of screen, making a screen. As you can see on this side, it's yellow, and there's pictures of what some people say Jesus may have looked like. We don't really know, except that he was Middle Eastern. But that's what we have on that side, and if we turn the panel around, turn the screen around, we got 3 panels on this side that are purple, and that's right, with a picture of my high school chemistry teacher. That's right. You got the horns, the pointy ears, the goatee, all in all, a lovely young lady. But anyway, I've got this 3-panel display, or screen. I'm going to start on this side with 3 yellow panels representing Jesus. Just before Jesus started his public ministry, he went out into the wilderness. And after 40 days of fasting, the Gospel of Luke tells us he was hungry. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I couldn't have connected those dots myself. He was hungry after 40 days of not eating anything. And the devil appeared to him. In his weakness, the devil appeared to Jesus and he said, just speak to these stones. Speak to the stones, turn them into bread. You won't need to be hungry anymore. Jesus certainly could have done that, but he also knew his Father wanted him fasting and praying. So he responded to the devil by saying, man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. Now, the devil's not one to give up too quickly. And so he tried a second temptation of Jesus. He said, climb up to the highest pinnacle and throw yourself down, for certainly your Father will send his angels to catch you. In fact, Satan even quoted scripture. He said, in Psalms it says, he will give his angels charge over you. You'll be safe. But Jesus knew the scripture also said, you shall not put the Lord your God to the test. But as usual, Satan was not one to give up, and he tried one more time. He said, just bow down and worship me. All the kingdoms of the earth will be yours. All the power, all the governments, all the gold and riches, I'll turn over to you. But again, Jesus responded by saying, from Scripture, you shall have no other gods before you, and you shall not bow down to any other god but me. Satan tried 3 things. Comfort, just eat the food, even though God wanted you sacrificing and fasting. Using Scripture out of context. He'll send his angels to take care of you. Go ahead and test him. And third, literally telling Jesus, sell your soul for political power. Bow down and worship me, and I'll give you all the kingdoms of the world. But Jesus knew each time that Scripture was the right response, and that sometimes God calls us to sacrifice. We need to understand Scripture in the entire context of the redemption story from Genesis to Revelation. And while the expediency of political influence might seem important and effective, it's not the right ends. Right means to the end. And by the way, I got a B- in high school chemistry. I never understood why the only compound she ever wanted to talk about was brimstone.